Hello, this is Mark, Liberty Mark 222. I hope I can speak a little bit louder so you can hear what I'm saying. Boy, I tell you, we are learning so much stuff. In the Bible it says that the end times that there would be an increase in knowledge, and it seems like a lot of these things have been hidden from the American public, from the world. Things that people, rich people, powerful people have been doing in the dark are getting exposed. And once people understand what's going on, the game's over. There's a game, when I was living in New York City, they had a game on the street. It's called 3-Card Monte. And you'd have somebody with these cards, and you try and pick the... I didn't exactly understand the game because I never played it, because you could just tell it's a big scam, right? But they would have somebody on the side, and they'd get some sucker off the street, and the guy would be winning some money, and then they end up taking all of their money from the guy, or a lot of money. Well, I feel like we're getting scammed in the same way by these rich bankers, these elite. What concerned me, what I found out today was I was watching this video on chemtrails. They call it geoatmospheric. What they're doing is they're spraying this aluminum oxide, barium, and strontium out of, I think it must be done through the military mostly. And, I mean, I've seen it for decades. You've seen it a lot. These big long trails, and you know, it's funny, because as Americans, we are very trusting people. We're basically honest people that trusted our government. We still trust it a lot, actually. But these scientists and people of concern are starting to figure out, okay, what is this stuff? Who's doing this? And they're finding out that it's this aluminum. It might be 10,000 times as much as we're supposed to have, and it's poisonous, and it's killing plant life. It's causing people to get Alzheimer's. It affects our nervous system. It affects our probably, they said it's like a plaque buildup. You can't get it out of your system. And this stuff, they're just spraying it in the air every day, and it's coming down. It's raining down, and they got this. It's related to Archer Daniels Midland with the big agra, and they've developed plants, these GMO, genetically modified crops, that are resistant to this aluminum oxide or whatever it is that they're spraying out of these planes, so that they could control the food supply. They had, in this video, they're showing people, they went to Hawaii, or people were trying to live as close to nature as possible, and this stuff is affecting their coconut trees. It's affecting their plant life in Hawaii, out there in Shasta, Mount Shasta area. The guy had a lake that had just 30,000 times more aluminum than it's supposed to. I mean, it's just so outrageous. This stuff is so outrageous, but I think, okay, how do we fight against this kind of stuff? How do we? I guess the first main thing is to even accept that it could be happening, and once people start awakening and say this could be happening, and then they start investigating, these Congress people, they were interviewing people in Congress, and these Congress people are running away from them. There was a few representatives from Texas, and some actually in California, Dianne Feinstein and others were like, oh, I'll take care of this. But a lot of them, like Barney Frank, he hadn't even heard about it. I don't want to talk about it. These guys are such liars. They know what's going on. And you can't be putting that kind of amount of aerosols, propellants, or whatever in the atmosphere for 20, 30 years, 40 years without it costing a fortune. Somebody's paying for this. Somebody's making a huge amount of money. We're paying for it with our military planes flying out there. We're paying for it with the product. Somehow somebody's making this and we're paying for it. So it's easy to find out who these people are. But it has to stop. And this one's for you, Patricia. Thank you. Bye.